Church and play silly games, win silly prizes news. Tyrese has been arrested for failure to pay child support. Now, for all of y'all that had lives and couldn't keep up, Tyrese was supposed to pay his ex-wife Samantha Lee $10,000 per month. Instead, Tyrese has been paying just over $2,000 per month. So the judge held him in contempt and he needs to pay $73,000 to avoid jail time. All right. Now, I have never had a baby mama and I have never paid child support. So those that have in the congregation, please feel free to get me together. Now, it's one thing to not pay child support because your ends ain't ending, your money funny, or you just ain't got it. It's a whole nother kettle of fish for you to not pay the damn child support because you on some protest tees and you mad. Now, from the outside looking in, Tyrese, you're a relatively smart, rich man, okay? Unfortunately, Samantha done outmaneuvered your ass in this courthouse, and it just seems like the more you try to go against the grain, the deeper in trouble you drag yourself, okay? If I were you, I would literally calculate $10,000 per month times 12 months times however many years you got to still pay on the baby, and I'd put that thing in an interest-bearing account, set it and forget it, okay? Money can't solve all your problems, but this is definitely a problem that money can solve, all right? In the eternal words of Selena Johnson, you want to play the boss? Guess what? You got to pay the cost. Show enough. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Beyonce who made a whole country album because them people did her wrong at the CMAs. So she captivated the nation, had people wearing cowboy hats, cowboy boots, spurs, chaps, and the like. And when it came time for the CMA nominations, there was nary a nomination for Cowboy Carter in sight. Church! Am I surprised? Actually, yes, okay, because them country people are usually nice nasty enough to, nominate you to say it's fair, only to not give you the award and say that's life. But for them not to give Cowboy Carter and Beyonce a single nomination, they are sending a clear and present message that in the eternal words of Nene Leakes, the door is closed, okay? Now, what we must remember is that Renaissance is a project of Beyonce trying new things, okay? She done did the house music. She done did the country music. I believe next up is the rock, okay? And look, whenever you are trying something new, you have to have the allowance that everything may not go your way. And though the awards would have been a great thing to have, at the end of the day, they not gonna make or break her soul. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later. Church and somebody getting fired news. Diddy has been hit with $100 million default judgment, all because he ain't filed a response to the complaint. Now, for all of y'all that had lives and couldn't keep up, some man sued Diddy claiming the usual, that Diddy done diddled him back in '97, so on and so forth. Well, since Diddy ain't filed a response to the lawsuit, the judge gave the man exactly what he had been asking for. $100 million set to be paid in monthly installments starting October 1st. Now, y'all know that my law degree comes by way of How to Get Away with Murder University, but you can contest a default judgment, but you got to do so quickly, and you got to have two things. Number one, a reasonable excuse as to why you ain't respond to the lawsuit, and number two, a potentially valid defense of the charges. Now, Diddy, if I were you, I would start with, look, I got so many damn lawsuits, I just can't keep them all straight. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later. Church, in the eternal words of Nene Leakes, what is this, honey? What is this? Y'all, I was minding my business, moisturizing and following my bliss, went over to the Twitter X for some quick entertainment, and what do mine eyes see? An Instagram live audio of Shannon Sharpe allegedly getting it in. Now, I am disturbed on multiple levels, okay? Now, number one, I was surprised that in the eternal words of Al Reynolds, it was a woman. Number two, Unc sounded like he was really getting it in. I'm talking about 56 well. Now, Shannon and his team responded and said that they had been hacked and they are working vigorously, one more time, vigorously, in order to find out what the hell done happened. But what I didn't hear, in the eternal words of Shaggy, is that it wasn't me. Now, y'all know that my investigator degree comes by way of Inspector Gadget University, but I distinctly saw a black muscular arm that I assume put the phone on the dresser, and I distinctly heard that woman say, "It's yours, Shannon." Now, how many black Shannon-based men's do y'all know, okay? All I'm saying is that this was not on my bingo card for 2024. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later. Church, now y'all know y'all supposed to get y'all daily dose of fruits and vegetables, right? Well, Washington, D.C. police are on the hunt for a man who took that idea to the extreme. Now, for all of y'all that had lives and couldn't keep up, a man walked into an alleyway with his lunch bag, ducked under a lady fence, took a cucumber out of his lunch bag, and proceeded to walk to the front of the lady's car, okay? Now, it appears that he took the cucumber and stuck it in the grill of the woman's car, turned around, and in the eternal words of Doja Cat, "If you're down, boy, if you're down, baby, let me watch you go to town." Now, after he was done, he smoked a cigarette, and as if that wasn't enough insult to injury, he took the cucumber, walked to the back of the lady car, and bent over for round two. Now, the cucumber traumatized, the lady car traumatized, the security camera traumatized, and the lady that owns the car, the security camera, and the house is damn sure traumatized too, okay? And she's issuing a PSA to the general public to be on the lookout and vigilant for activities like this around you, okay? Now, if this ain't mental health, I do have a theory as to what it could be. Now, I don't know this to be true, but I've been thinking, and in my mind, Trade was in that alleyway making sure everything was good in the hood before some after work, afternoon activities. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later.